Faith leaders are calling for an end to violence in Hartford. This after 2 men were killed in a shooting over the weekend.
And we got a Fox 61 follow-up months after a school bus driver strike in Meriden. The city has a new provider, but some parents say things are not going well. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin will look into the issues with the city's buses.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. It's Monday. We know you are probably very tired. So are we. We all stayed up late too. But we're glad you're now with us here on Fox 61, getting it started. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Tim Lambers. Raise your hand if you almost made it to the end of the game. I did not. I made it halfway through overtime. You made it to the end of regulation.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, it's 1919, but I'm so tired and I have to go to
Just
bed.
gotta go, right.
My daughter, though, stayed up, and Julia was like,
Yeah.
no, this is literally what she said. She said, bro, it's 1919.
You got to stay up.
I said, okay, I'm going to bed. You tell me what happened.
I bailed out about early into the fourth.
Well, there's work to be done. There's a big snow to talk about.
Yeah, and I was like,
it was after 10 o'clock.
I was like, it's a game. I gotta go to bed.
Good thing because it then went into overtime,
Right.
and I would.
Full
and then
overtime.
when it's in overtime, you're like, I can't go to sleep.
But you know what?
Overtime.
Here's the thing. When I woke up this morning and I saw that it went into OT, I was like, thank goodness, because if I had tried to stay up, I would have wanted to watch
same.
the
That's
ending.
what I'm saying.
And then I really would have been just in trouble. So. Okay, good morning to you. This is not even right. We don't even have the right graphic up there. This is what we want to talk about, snow. And yes, there's a decent amount coming. It would be a heavy snow tomorrow morning around 2 to 4 a.m. is when it's going to start. Fast-moving system, but boy, is it going to dump a decent amount of snow, especially tomorrow morning during the commute. Winter storm warnings now in effect for the entire state as we look for the first widespread big storm of the season. Only took to February 12th. Here's the radar picture. This is the activity. Got a low down here. It's going to transfer energy offshore. Good classically defined nor'easter characteristics, he tried to say. 24 to 34 mild temperatures at the surface. Higher up, you got that colder air that's going to be coming down. So eventually, with the fast rate of snow, it's going to be too much to overcome surface temperatures. So even if they are slightly above freezing, that snow is just going to pile up, cool it down, and that'll be done. We'll talk about it and time it out coming up in a few minutes. You got school today, kids. Temperatures mild into the upper 40s later on, and yet tomorrow I can pretty much call it now. There's going to be a snow day in your future. We'll talk about it all coming up. Symphony 6:03. How long did you stay up for this game last night? Did you?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to be here earlier than you guys.
Didn't even watch Usher?
No.
No?
No.
He was good.
I'm gonna watch it.
He said hi to you.
Oh wow! I think I missed that. Darn. All right, let's get you up to speed with what's happening outside on the roads this morning. Smooth sailing so far in the 6 o'clock hour. Taking a live look out in the capital city this morning. Beautiful sunrise in the works out there as we check out I-84 through downtown Hartford. Checking out the drive times. No delays reported on 91, 84, or Route 2 and down in New Haven. A pretty smooth commute. Minor delay reported on 95 South heading down to Bridgeport. Traffic moving at 46 miles per hour, and you'll get there in just under 30 minutes. Your next update coming up at 6:30.
Sympathy, thank you. Now, Matt had said the first widespread big snowstorm. If you're up by the Mass border like I am, you've already gotten hit by a foot of snow, but not everybody has. So, yeah, this is the first time that I think everyone in Connecticut is going to get their fair share.
Yeah, of course, getting snow is not out of the ordinary this time of year. Still, though, we want to make sure that you are prepared. So while people were out celebrating the Super Bowl last night, crews in Norfolk were getting ready so that plows can get to work hours before the snow begins to fall. Now, among the big concerns with any storm is the possibility of power outages. Not just that, it's people using alternative ways to stay warm, which can pose dangers.
Obviously, our main concern is with trees coming down, power lines coming down. If we lose power, that's one of the worst situations that we can deal with here, because then people are going to be firing up their wood stoves and their fireplaces. And that's where, if you haven't done it in a while, there could be some issues. So just be careful with using generators. Make sure that they stay outside.
And he's also asking that people only call 911 when there is a true emergency. That helps first responders reach people during storms. Well, with the winter here, that risk of carbon monoxide poisoning, it still exists. The CDC says there are several things that you can do to protect yourself and your family. First, install battery-operated CO detectors near every sleeping area of your home and check them regularly. Have your furnace inspected every year. Never use a generator inside of your home or garage. And if you do use a generator, make sure it's outside and more than 20 feet away from your home, doors, and windows. Also, never use a grill inside your home either.
And remember, there are some things you can do to make your life easier if you do have to head out in the thick of it. AAA has these winter driving safety tips. First of all, no rush out there. Drive slowly, first and foremost here. Also, check your tire pressure today before the snow begins because the cold can lower that pressure. And have a winter emergency kit for your car. AAA suggests you have a flashlight, first aid kit, and some water in case you get stuck in your car. Now, if you lose power and you want your local news, weather, and traffic updates, you can still download the FOX61 news and weather apps before the storm hits.
6:06 now. Today in Hartford, religious and community members are expected to call on lawmakers to take action against crime. Now, this is in response to a shooting over the weekend that left 2 men dead at a home on Garden Street. Organizers are going to gather in front of that home at noon today. They're asking people to report any criminal activity to police. In West Haven, police are searching for the person who shot a man in West Haven. This happened at the intersection of Anderson Avenue and Blom Street just before 11 o'clock Saturday night. Now, we're told the man who was shot is still in the hospital this morning.
Naugatuck police said they had to respond to a swatting call yesterday afternoon. Swatting is when somebody calls police to report a fake crime or emergency just to elicit a certain type of police response. Officers want to remind people that swatting's dangerous and illegal. They said it puts lives at risk by taking away resources from real-life emergencies. Now, officers are still investigating this morning, so please call them if you know who called them. Officers in Waterford are sharing these pictures of a man who they said stole from a hardware store. This guy stole $387 worth of tools from Ace Hardware back on Thursday. So please call the Waterford PD if you recognize him or if you can help their investigation. Firefighters worked quickly to pull a man from a car that crashed into a pole. This was yesterday on West Elm Street in New Haven. And take a closer look at the car that he was driving. We're told the man was taken to a hospital, but to be treated for minor injuries.
And now to a story that we've been following for a few months now. The Meriden School District's ongoing bus issues, ranging from driver strikes, new company deals, and now parents are saying the new buses are late and drivers are unsafe.
Yeah, First Student took over those Meriden routes at the start of the year. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin has been on this story since the start, and as she reports this morning, parents say they've got some concerns about this new provider.
Many of the parents I've spoken with say they don't want to go on camera for fear their child could get in trouble with their bus driver. But they've told me since First Student took over, their child has been missing classes, sporting events, breakfast in the mornings, and they've witnessed the drivers not being as safe as they would like them to be. This all started back in September when the Meriden bus drivers under the New Britain Bus Company went on strike due to wanting higher wages and better benefits. A permanent deal between the union and NBT was never reached. Instead, the district hired First Student to take over the contract on January 2nd. Some of the NBT drivers stayed on with First Student in that transition. Since then, parents say they're having issues with the drivers and the buses. One parent tells us her kids are often picked up almost an hour late. The driver on multiple incidents has gone over train tracks with the track warning lights flashing or is just texting behind the wheel, and drop-off is often delayed. Other parents have told me off camera their child's bus is broken down on the way to school or track meets on more than one occasion. I asked First Student to address the issues parents have brought up. They replied in part, as drivers learned new bus routes and adjustments continue to be made, there have been some delays with buses picking up and dropping off the students. We understand the frustration this causes parents, and we appreciate their patience as we establish our operations in Meriden. First Student leaders also mentioned they have a strict maintenance program each bus goes through. One parent says all of the issues combined are unacceptable.
They were late 3 out of 5 days. And yeah, it's excused tardy, but they're still late. They're missing breakfast. they're late to homeroom, so they do miss some stuff, and if they're late to class.
And she and other parents say if these issues continue and have no sort of resolution, they will be finding other ways to get their children to and from school so that they know they're both on time and safe. In Meriden, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Brooke, thanks so much. All right, people are being encouraged to shop small and local this Valentine's Day. At 1 o'clock this afternoon, Mayor Justin Elicker is going to head to Sweet Mary's Bake Shop on Court Street. Now, this is video from a similar event last year. Other small businesses will also be participating in the event, including the Blossom Shop, Cara Montos Studio, and Noir Vintage and Company.